No one expected that Lionel Messi would go on to become the greatest football player ever. Unlike many future footballing greats like Erling Haaland, he wasn't born into a family with an exceptional athletic pedigree. Born to Jorge Messi and Celia Cuccittini on June 24, 1987, Lionel Messi appeared to be an average child at birth, if a little on the small side. He came from an average family too. His father managed a steel factory, and his mother worked in a workshop that manufactured magnets. Many have noted that Lionel Messi's name sounds Italian. Messi does indeed have a combination of Spanish and Italian heritage. He is the great-grandson of Italian immigrants from the Adriatic Marsh region of north-central Italy on his father's side. His mother's ancestry is mostly Italian. Despite appearing to be an average child, the name Lionel Messi would become inextricably linked with footballing greatness in due time. The world of football will never be the same due to Messi's amazing accomplishments. Welcome to our series on how Lionel Messi became the greatest football player ever. In this episode, we'll cover his early years from 1987 to 2000. It's no surprise that Messi gravitated toward football from a very young age. Like many families in Argentina, his family loved football, and Messi played football on a regular basis with his older brothers, Rodrigo and Matias, along with his cousins Emmanuel and Maximiliano Biancucci. Both Emmanuel and Maximiliano later became professional football players. Messi joined the academy of a local football club, Grandoli, at the age of 4. His father coached him there and was a significant influence on his early development as a football player. His maternal grandmother, Celia, also helped Messi develop as a player by taking him to matches in training. In such an environment and with natural talent, Messi started to show immense potential, even at an incredibly young age. Messi took the next step in his career at age 6 when he joined the Rosario club Newell's Old Boys. This was Messi's hometown club, and playing for them was a dream come true. Argentinian legend Diego Maradona had also played for Newell's Old Boys briefly in 1993. Messi displayed great skill even at this point, often getting the better of older youth players in one-on-one situations. Newell's Old Boys had produced quite a few great Argentinian players by the time Messi joined the club, so it was a natural move for him. He entertained the crowd during halftime by performing tricks with the ball, demonstrating his showmanship even as a child. Despite the fact that Messi wasn't even a teenager yet, he excelled with Newell's Old Boys. He scored 234 goals in 176 matches for the Rosario club, drawing attention across Argentina and in Europe. He spent 6 years playing for Newell's Old Boys, refining his skills in a nearly unbeatable team. They were known as the Machine of '87 due to their birth dates. Messi's footballing career faced a serious challenge at a young age. Doctors diagnosed him with a growth hormone deficiency when he was only 10 years old. His father's health insurance would only pay for 2 years of growth hormone therapy. This therapy cost a minimum of $1,000 per month. Newell's Old Boys promised to help pay for Messi's treatment, but later went back on their promise. However, these early years weren't without even more hardship for the young Lionel Messi. His grandmother passed away shortly before he turned 11 years old. Messi, a devout Catholic, pays tribute to his grandmother by looking up and pointing to the sky in what has become his most frequently used and highly iconic goal celebration. The loss of his grandmother, coupled with his growth hormone deficiency diagnosis, were significant challenges for the young Messi to overcome. Despite these hardships, on the football pitch, Messi continued to excel. His dribbling, ball control, and football IQ were all far above that of his peers. Even at such a young age, it was clear that Messi was a prodigy. Adrian Coria, who managed Newell's Old Boys during Messi's time at the club, stated that Messi was born different. In Luca Caioli's 2012 book, Messi, the Inside Story of the Boy Who Became a Legend. Coria's words would prove to be incredibly accurate as Messi continued his football career. While the Messi family was looking for young Leo's next club, River Plate, one of Argentina's biggest clubs, showed interest. While growing up, Messi idolized fellow Argentinian player and River Plate star Pablo Aimar and Aimar's playmaking abilities. However, Messi and his family chose to look in another direction, towards Spain's Catalonia region where they had relatives. The growth hormone deficiency would have caused some players to give up on a football career at this point, but not Messi. Messi continued to work on his game amidst his uncertain future. His family were able to arrange a trial with FC Barcelona, one of the biggest football clubs in Spain, in September 2000. Charlie Rehach, FC Barcelona's first-team football director at the time, was instantly impressed by Messi and wanted to sign him right away. The club's board of directors were less convinced, however. Few European clubs took the risk of signing foreign players at such a young age back then. Messi's family went back and forth to FC Barcelona for several months as they remained unconvinced of the club's willingness to sign their son to a contract. Eventually, their patience ran out. The Messi family decided to give FC Barcelona an ultimatum to prove their commitment to signing him. They wanted clarity about their son's future and could not wait any longer for a final decision from Barca. This led Rehach to travel to Argentina in December 2000 to firmly commit to signing Messi and allowing him to join the club's academy, La Masia. On December 14, 2000, Rehach offered Messi's family a contract on a paper napkin since he had no other paper on him at the time. They happily accepted. Lionel Messi was now part of La Masia, FC Barcelona's well-known academy. The academy had recently produced players such as Pep Guardiola, Francisco Carrasco, and many others. Simply being accepted into La Masia at 13 years old was a sign that Lionel Messi was no ordinary young player. He clearly had a bright future. However, at only 13 years old, the prospect of moving to a new country and continuing his football career at one of the most famous academies in the world was both daunting and exciting for the young Messi. By the end of 2000, he was no longer a football-loving kid living in Rosario, Argentina. He was a promising 13-year-old academy player at La Masia, a famously competitive academy run by one of the biggest football clubs in the world. He had overcome personal tragedy and his medical condition to earn his chance at transforming both his life and that of his family. These struggles made Messi mentally resilient, one of the characteristics that would later help him ascend to greatness. That does it for the first episode of our series on how Messi became the greatest football player in history. Did you know the story behind his iconic goal celebration? Let us know in the comments, and thank you for watching. Every football fan in the world knows the name Lionel Messi. However, this wasn't always the case. Messi's rise to superstardom was gradual, and he took a major step in this journey in 2000. By the end of 2000, FC Barcelona had accepted Lionel Messi into their vaunted and extremely competitive academy, La Masia. Messi and his family now had the chance for a new life in a new country. Welcome to episode 2 of our series, How Messi Became the GOAT. In this episode, we'll cover Messi's early years at La Masia from 2000 to 2004 and his first team debut with FC Barcelona. Shortly after the Messi family accepted the contract offer from FC Barcelona, famously written on a paper napkin, they relocated to Barcelona. The Messi family moved to an apartment in Barcelona in February 2001. They chose an apartment that was close to the club stadium, the famous Camp Nou. However, this was a significant adjustment for the young Messi and his family. This wasn't the only challenge that they faced as well. A transfer dispute with Newell's Old Boys meant that Messi was rarely able to play with Barcelona's youth team during his first year in Spain. The fact that Messi was a foreign player meant he could only play in the Catalan League and friendlies, since he wasn't yet registered with the Royal Spanish Football Federation. Thankfully, Barcelona eventually took care of that issue. Lionel Messi spent a year at La Masia, continuing to work on and improve his game amongst other promising prospects at the academy. In February 2002, FC Barcelona finally enrolled Messi in the Royal Spanish Football Federation. As a result, he was no longer limited in terms of the competitions he was allowed to participate in. Messi had overcome another obstacle in his way. Messi now was eligible to play in all competitions, and he quickly started to impress. While Messi was initially shy and quiet, he eventually began to open up to his teammates. In particular, Messi became good friends with both Gerard Piqué and Cesc Fabregas. Additionally, Lionel Messi completed his growth hormone treatment at age 14 and could now fully focus on football without worrying about his medical condition. With that out of the way, Messi became part of FC Barcelona's greatest youth team ever, nicknamed the Baby Dream Team. Messi scored 36 goals in 30 games for Barcelona's youth team, Cadetes A, and helped the team win the Youth League, Spanish Youth Cup, and Catalan Cup. Even at this early age, Messi showed his ability to step up for his team in important matches. In the Catalan Cup final against Espanyol, Messi had to wear a plastic mask as a result of suffering a broken cheekbone in a Youth League match a week before the final. However, the mask soon became a hindrance for the young Messi. Messi removed the mask and scored twice as Barcelona's youth team beat Espanyol 4-1 to win the Catalan Cup. This final is known as the Final of the Mask, or Partido de la Máscara, in FC Barcelona lore. That season, the 2002-03 season, was Messi's first full season with FC Barcelona. Despite this and his extremely young age, it was clear that Messi was a prodigy and likely to become a star in the future. Messi had to deal with two of his teammates and close friends, Piqué and Fabregas, leaving FC Barcelona to join English clubs. Messi could have chosen to join them even at this stage. English Premier League club Arsenal offered to sign Messi, but he turned down the offer and remained with Barcelona. Naturally, Messi's performances with the Barcelona youth team caught the attention of the higher-ups in the club as well. As a result, Messi progressed rapidly through the club's youth ranks. He debuted for 4 different Barcelona youth teams during the 2003-04 season, excelling at each level. It was clear to anyone who watched him play that he was on a different level compared to even other exciting prospects on the youth team. Messi played well with Juvenile B, being named player of the tournament for 4 international competitions that took place during the preseason. As a result of this string of excellent performances, Messi only ended up playing 1 official match with the Juvenile B. After that, Messi was promoted to the Juvenile A, FC Barcelona's under-19 side in the highest level of youth football at the club. Given that Messi was only 17 by the summer of 2004, it is astonishing that he played so well alongside older players. During an international break in the 2003-04 season, FC Barcelona was dealing with quite a few injuries to its first-team players. As a result, the club called up a number of youth team players to bolster its ranks. Messi was one of them. Even among FC Barcelona's first team, the young Lionel Messi continued to draw attention. Messi trained with the first team and immediately made a major impression on the senior players at the club. Ludovic Joly, a French winger who played for FC Barcelona at the time, stated that Messi destroyed them all and described the teenage Lionel Messi as an alien, referring to Messi's performance in one of the team's training sessions. One would expect a player of Messi's age to be out of his depth when training with the first team, but the opposite was true. He immediately made an impression on Frank Rijkaard, FC Barcelona's first-team manager at the time. This time wasn't without challenges for Messi, though. He still experienced homesickness and loneliness at times, especially after his mother, brothers, and sister moved back to Rosario, Argentina. Messi's father remained with him in Spain. Despite these challenges, many knew that it was only a matter of time before Messi made his debut for FC Barcelona's first team. Messi made his first-team debut on November 16, 2003, in a friendly match against Jose Mourinho's Porto. Messi created 2 chances and a shot on goal, impressing Barcelona's technical staff. After this performance, Messi started training daily with Barcelona B, FC Barcelona's reserve team. Additionally, Messi now trained with the Barcelona first team once a week as well. Barcelona's star player at the time, Ronaldinho, referred to Messi as little brother and helped Messi become more comfortable during training with the first team. Messi started playing for Barcelona C and scored 5 goals in 10 games, including a hat-trick in the Copa del Rey. Lionel Messi took another major step forward in his career by signing his first professional contract with FC Barcelona on February 4, 2004. This contract included a buyout clause of €30 million. Messi debuted for Barcelona B on March 6, 2004, and this automatically increased his buyout clause to €80 million. Messi did not score in his time with Barcelona B during this season. However, he still had an impressive 2003-04 season, scoring 36 goals in all competitions. Messi also made his debut for Argentina in their under-20 team on June 29, 2004. He scored and provided 2 assists as Argentina routed Paraguay 8-0. 2004 was a significant year in Messi's career. From 2000 to 2004, Messi went from a promising youth team player to making his debut for both FC Barcelona and Argentina. It was clear that Messi was on the path to greatness. Thank you for watching the second episode in our series, How Messi Became the GOAT. By 2004, Lionel Messi had emerged as one of the most promising young players in football. However, he wasn't yet a starter, let alone a star, for the FC Barcelona first team. As with many great players, Messi's rise to superstardom was gradual. His rise would coincide with FC Barcelona's resurgence, both domestically and in Europe. Welcome to episode 3 of our series, How Messi Became the GOAT. In this episode, we'll cover Messi's rise from a promising youth player to a first-team star from 2004 to 2008. This period was critical for Messi's ascension as the greatest football player ever. Manager Frank Rijkaard first planned to have Messi start for Barcelona B and gradually integrate him to the first team. Messi was immensely talented, but it is important to keep in mind that he was only 17 years old at this point. However, FC Barcelona's senior players disagreed with his strategy and made that disagreement clear to Rijkaard. After some convincing by the senior players, Rijkaard agreed to promote Messi to FC Barcelona's first team. Messi had taken another significant step in his football journey. He made his debut in the Spanish top flight on October 16, 2004, in a game against Barcelona's intra-city rivals Espanyol. This was a historic debut for FC Barcelona for many reasons. Naturally, it marked a major turning point in Messi's career, but Messi was also the youngest player to represent FC Barcelona in an official competition at the time. He was 17 years, 3 months, and 22 days old when he debuted in La Liga. He scored his first senior goal for Barcelona in a La Liga match against Albacete on May 1, 2005. Ronaldinho provided the assist for that goal. Messi and Ronaldinho would develop a close friendship, with Ronaldinho viewing Messi as his little brother. This connection proved vital for FC Barcelona as a link between Ronaldinho, the club's present, and Messi, the club's future. It is also important to mention that Messi received plenty of praise during this time, particularly due to his composure, skill, and dribbling. He was only 17 years old, but he was already an important part of the FC Barcelona first team. Barca won the La Liga title that season, narrowly finishing ahead of their El Clasico rivals Real Madrid. This was Messi's first major trophy with the Barcelona first team. However, Messi and many others at FC Barcelona sought success in European competition. Despite finishing as La Liga winners, Barca exited the UEFA Champions League in the round of 16. This was unacceptable to the higher-ups at Barcelona, and the club would once again seek the most prestigious prize in European football the following season. Another major moment in Messi's career happened on June 24, 2005. This was Messi's 18th birthday, on which he signed his first senior football contract. This contract was later updated to ensure that he would be part of FC Barcelona until at least 2014. He had helped FC Barcelona win their first trophy since the 1998-99 season, and it was clear that the club was committed to Messi's long-term future. The 2005-06 season was another significant season in the career of Lionel Messi. Messi dealt with various injuries that season, but still managed to contribute 6 goals and 2 assists in 17 La Liga appearances. Barca dominated in Spain and won the Liga once more, finishing 12 points ahead of Real Madrid. He scored Barcelona's 3rd goal as the Spanish champions thrashed Greek side Panathinaikos 5-0 on November 2, 2005. Injuries limited Messi's availability in the Champions League, but Barca easily won their group and qualified for the knockout stage. They defeated Chelsea, Benfica, and AC Milan en route to the Champions League final. They faced English side Arsenal and were down 1-0 until Samuel Eto'o scored in the 76th minute. Giuliano Belletti scored Barcelona's 2nd goal to complete the comeback. Messi could not play in the Champions League final due to an injury. This was his first Champions League title and the 2nd for FC Barcelona. They had finally conquered Europe once again after a long wait. This was a phenomenal season for the Catalans, as they had won the Liga, the Champions League, and the Spanish Super Cup. Lionel Messi was determined to make even more of an impact in the 2006-07 season. Thankfully, he was healthier in the 2006-07 season aside from a metatarsal fracture and made 36 appearances in all competition. He scored 17 goals and provided 3 assists. It was clear that Messi was only continuing to improve as a player. Lionel Messi scored a hat-trick in a thrilling 3-3 El Clasico match against Real Madrid. Additionally, Messi scored one of the most memorable goals of his career against Getafe, which many associate with the phrase Encar Messi. Messi's performances and his goal against Getafe specifically caused many to compare him to Maradona once again. However, Barca struggled in the 2006-07 season. The only trophy they won was the Spanish Super Cup, and Frank Rijkaard was under pressure as a result. A season like that was deemed unacceptable by the higher-ups at Barcelona. Messi took another jump in the 2007-08 season. He made 32 goal contributions in 40 appearances across all competitions, thriving in his role as a right winger in FC Barcelona's system. He enjoyed a phenomenal season, and the football world took notice. Despite only turning 21 in June 2008, Messi finished third in Ballon d'Or voting behind Real Madrid superstar Kaká and Manchester United superstar Cristiano Ronaldo. However, Barca failed to win a single trophy in the 2007-08 season and fired Frank Rijkaard as a result. Messi was thriving at FC Barcelona, but he would now have to adapt to a new manager. In terms of international football, these years were crucial for Lionel Messi. Messi made his debut for Argentina's senior team in their friendly match against Hungary in 2005. Following that, he started for Argentina's senior team for the first time against Peru in 2006. He scored his first international goal in a friendly against Croatia. He took another major step by playing in the World Cup for the first time in 2006. He came on as a substitute and scored as Argentina beat Serbia and Montenegro 6-0. As a result, Messi became the youngest player to both represent and score for Argentina in a World Cup match. Additionally, Messi played with Argentina in the 2007 Copa America, but Argentina lost the final 3-0 to Brazil. He won the Best Young Player of the Tournament award in the 2007 Copa America with 2 goals and an assist. In 2008, Lionel Messi enjoyed more success with Argentina as he led Argentina's under-23 team to Olympic gold. He scored 2 goals and provided 3 assists in that tournament. FIFA recognized him as the best player on the Olympics' best team. From 2004 to 2008, Messi reached new heights and was now considered a superstar in the making instead of merely a promising prospect. He enjoyed success with both FC Barcelona and Argentina. This provided the foundation for the next stage of his career, where he became the undisputed best player in the world. There are moments in sports that transcend time. Moments that turn mere mortals into legends. Between 2008 and 2012, Lionel Messi redefined football and etched his name as the greatest of all time. But how did this shy, diminutive Argentine become a global icon? This is the story of Messi's transformation, the years when he became the GOAT. The year was 2008. Lionel Messi, then a young star at Barcelona, was already dazzling fans with his pace, dribbling, and goals. It was clear that Messi was a special player, but even then, few could have imagined the heights that he would one day reach. He wasn't yet the Lionel Messi we think of today. At the time, Messi was just one of many rising stars in world football. However, what happened over the next 4 years changed everything. Messi was handed the iconic number 10 shirt after Ronaldinho's departure in 2008. It was a symbolic moment. The torch had been passed, and Messi embraced the responsibility with the humility and determination that would define his career. Enter Pep Guardiola, Barcelona's new coach in 2008. Guardiola's philosophy revolved around possession, pressing, and movement, a system that would unleash Messi's full potential. Under Guardiola, Messi wasn't just a winger anymore. Pep made him the focal point of the attack, often deploying him as a false 9. This was revolutionary. The false 9 role allowed Messi to drop deeper, orchestrate play, and exploit spaces like never before. It gave him the freedom to blend his natural creativity with his goal-scoring instincts, and the results, mind-blowing. In the 2008-09 season, Messi's transformation began in earnest. Barcelona achieved an unprecedented treble, winning La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the Champions League. Messi scored 38 goals in all competitions, including a crucial header in the Champions League final against Manchester United. The trio of Samuel Eto'o, Thierry Henry, and Messi contributed to 100 goals in the 2008-09 season for FC Barcelona, a club record at that time. But it wasn't just the goals. Messi's dribbling, vision, and ability to read the game elevated Barcelona to a new level. At just 21 years old, he was already becoming the face of world football. The following season saw Messi evolve from a playmaker to an unstoppable goal-scoring machine. In the 2009-10 season, he scored 47 goals in all competitions, including 34 in La Liga. His playing style began to shift as he added clinical finishing to his arsenal. Messi's intelligence on the pitch was unmatched. He knew when to pass, when to shoot, and when to take on defenders. His ability to adapt made him virtually unplayable. By the 2010-2011 season, Messi was shattering records left and right. He scored 53 goals in all competitions, but his performance in the Champions League was particularly iconic. Messi's goal against Real Madrid in the 2011 Champions League semifinal, a mesmerizing solo run, is still considered one of the greatest goals in Champions League history. His ability to perform in the biggest matches cemented his reputation as a clutch player. Barcelona's dominance peaked in 2011 with another Champions League triumph. In the final against Manchester United, Messi scored a stunning goal and was named man of the match. Pep Guardiola later described that team as the best in history, and Messi was its crown jewel. Then came the 2011-12 season, arguably Messi's magnum opus. He scored an astonishing 73 goals in all competitions, including 50 in La Liga. To this day, it remains the highest number of goals scored in a single European season. Messi's game had reached a new dimension. His movement, composure, and finishing were flawless, but what set him apart was his consistency. Week in, week out, he delivered jaw-dropping performances. In March 2012, Messi became the first player in Champions League history to score 5 goals in a single match. This wasn't just dominance, it was artistry. During this period, the rivalry between Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo captivated the world. It truly began in 2009 when Ronaldo joined Real Madrid, reigniting El Clasico with a level of intensity that hadn't been seen in a long time. The Real Madrid-Barcelona rivalry became the epicenter of football. Every El Clasico was a battle of philosophies. Madrid's counter-attacking explosiveness versus Barcelona's possession-based artistry. And at the heart of it all were Messi and Ronaldo. El Clasico games during this era were must-watch events, showcasing football at its highest level. In the 2010-11 season alone, the two giants faced each other 5 times, including unforgettable encounters in La Liga, the Copa del Rey final, and the Champions League semifinals. One of the most iconic moments came in the Champions League semifinals, where Messi's solo goal at the Santiago Bernabeu silenced the home crowd. That run, weaving past defenders with effortless grace, perfectly encapsulated his genius. While Ronaldo often delivered moments of brilliance, Messi's consistency and ability to influence every aspect of the game gave Barcelona the edge in most of these clashes. The rivalry elevated both players, but it was Messi who often tipped the balance. During this period, Messi also won 3 consecutive Ballon d'Ors, solidifying his status as the best player in the world. While Messi's club career was flourishing, his journey with the Argentinian national team during this period was filled with challenges and flashes of brilliance. In 2008, Messi played a pivotal role in securing the Olympic gold medal in Beijing, showcasing his ability to deliver on the international stage. The 2010 World Cup in South Africa was a defining moment for Messi. Despite not scoring, Messi was instrumental in Argentina's run to the quarterfinals. Operating as a deep-line playmaker under coach Diego Maradona, Messi created numerous chances and was involved in nearly every attacking move. However, Argentina's campaign ended in heartbreak with a crushing defeat to Germany. The loss highlighted the lack of a cohesive team around Messi, but his performances proved his importance to the national team's future. These years laid the foundation for his eventual leadership role and set the stage for greater things to come. Messi's greatness wasn't just about numbers, it was the way he played the game. His balance, his control, his ability to glide past defenders as if they weren't there, Messi made football look effortless. Between 2008 and 2012, Messi became more than just a footballer. he became a symbol of excellence, an artist on the pitch, and an inspiration to millions around the globe. From a promising youngster to the undisputed GOAT, Messi's journey between 2008 and 2012 was nothing short of extraordinary. It was a period of record-breaking feats, jaw-dropping performances, and unforgettable moments. But above it all, it was the story of a humble boy from Rosario who captured the hearts of fans worldwide. Even when faced with intense rivalries and immense pressure, Messi's calm demeanor and ability to rise to any occasion became his defining traits. His ability to bring joy to the game, coupled with his unrelenting drive for excellence, made him a beloved figure worldwide. Fans knew they were witnessing something truly special, a once-in-a-lifetime talent. It wasn't just his skill, but his ability to inspire others that defined those years. Messi showed that greatness comes not only from talent, but from relentless dedication, humility, and a love for the beautiful game. What does it take to be the GOAT? Dominance, consistency, and the ability to carry an entire team on your back. From 2012 to 2014, Lionel Messi showed the world why he's not just great, but the greatest. Welcome back to our series, How Messi Became the GOAT. In this episode, we'll discuss the years from 2012 to 2014, when Messi continued to excel and the Messi dependencia phenomenon began. 2012 was the year Messi turned football into an art form. The year began with Barcelona still basking in the glory of Pep Guardiola's era. Messi had already won 3 Ballon d'Ors, and Barcelona had claimed the Spanish Super Cup, the European Super Cup, and the Copa del Rey in Pep's final season. But Guardiola's departure marked the start of a transition, with Tito Villanova stepping into the managerial role. And Messi, he just kept getting better. In 2012, Messi shattered records and redefined what it means to dominate. He scored an unprecedented 91 goals in a calendar year, breaking Gerd Muller's record of 85 goals set in 1972. This wasn't just about the numbers, though. It was about the how. Hat tricks, free kicks, solo runs. Messi could do it all. La Liga, Champions League, Copa del Rey, no competition was safe. And let's not forget his role as a playmaker, setting up goals with surgical precision. But success came at a cost. The term Messi dependencia started to gain traction. Barcelona's system relied heavily on Messi's brilliance, and when he wasn't at his best, the cracks began to show. He capped off 2012 with his 4th consecutive Ballon d'Or, a testament to his unparalleled talent. But as the world celebrated Messi's individual brilliance, storm clouds are gathering on the horizon. 2013 was a year of challenges for both Messi and Barcelona. Tito Villanova battled health issues, and Messi faced chronic hamstring problems that kept him sidelined for parts of the season. Despite the injuries, Messi still delivered when it mattered. He scored 46 goals in La Liga, helping Barcelona reclaim the league title in stunning fashion, finishing with a record 100 points. But the team's dependence on him was glaringly obvious. The Champions League semi-final against Bayern Munich was a wake-up call. An injured Messi could only watch from the bench as Barcelona suffered a humiliating defeat. For the first time in years, Barcelona looked ordinary without their talisman. Meanwhile, on the international stage, Messi was flourishing with Argentina. Under Alejandro Sabella, Messi led his national team to secure World Cup qualification. He embraced his role as captain, not just as a scorer, but as a playmaker and leader. 2013 showed us 2 sides of Messi, the unstoppable force when fit, and the vulnerability of a team overly reliant on one man. 2014 was a year of highs and lows for Messi. At Barcelona, the team was struggling under Tata Martino. They finished the 2013-14 season without a single trophy aside from the Spanish Super Cup, and the cracks in the squad's structure were evident. But even in a season where FC Barcelona didn't win a major trophy, Messi's brilliance shone through. He scored 41 goals in all competitions and continued to be Barcelona's driving force. To ease the pressure on Messi, Prior to the 2013-14 season, Barcelona signed a young Brazilian forward from Santos, Neymar. Neymar was only 22 years old at the time, but many fans were excited by him joining FC Barcelona. Additionally, Barcelona signed Uruguayan forward Luis Suarez after the 2013-14 season. Suarez had won the European Golden Shoe jointly with Cristiano Ronaldo in the 2013-14 season, scoring 31 goals for Premier League club Liverpool. Barcelona paid around £64 million to sign Suarez. The arrivals of Neymar and Suarez would prove pivotal in the following years. After a disappointing season with Barcelona, it was time for the 2014 World Cup. For Messi, this was the ultimate stage to silence his critics. And he didn't disappoint. In the group stages, he delivered match-winning performances, scoring 4 goals, including a last-minute screamer against Iran. In the knockout rounds, Messi's influence shifted. He became the architect, creating chances and controlling the tempo of Argentina's play. His assist to Angel Di Maria against Switzerland in the round of 16 was a masterclass in composure and vision. The dream of lifting the World Cup came crashing down in the final. Despite Messi's efforts, Argentina fell to Germany in extra time. Messi won the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player, but the image of him staring at the World Cup trophy in despair remains iconic. 2014 proved that even the greatest can't do it all alone, but it also cemented Messi's legacy as a player who could carry his team to the brink of glory. Beyond the heartbreak and trophies, Messi's influence extended far beyond the field. Coaches around the world looked at Messi's ability to adapt his game as he matured, transitioning from a goal-scoring machine to a playmaker capable of controlling matches with his vision and creativity. This evolution wasn't just a testament to his skill, but also his footballing intelligence and understanding of the game. Meanwhile, Messi's leadership on and off the pitch also became a subject of much debate. Some criticized his quiet demeanor, comparing him unfavorably to more vocal leaders like Cristiano Ronaldo or Diego Maradona. But Messi's leadership was different. It was about leading by example, inspiring his teammates through his relentless pursuit of excellence and his unselfish style of play. His ability to rise in even the most critical moments silenced the doubters and cemented his reputation as a captain who led with actions rather than words. Messi dependencia wasn't just a challenge for Messi. It was a double-edged sword for both Barcelona and Argentina. On one hand, having a player of Messi's caliber meant that even in the most challenging situations, hope was never lost. On the other hand, it exposed the lack of depth and alternative strategies when Messi wasn't at his best. Teams began to devise ways to isolate Messi, forcing Barcelona and Argentina to rely on their supporting cast, often with mixed results. Despite these challenges, Messi never complained. He embraced the pressure, thriving under expectations that would have crushed most players. This ability to consistently deliver under such scrutiny is what truly sets Messi apart. The Messi dependencia era showcased not only Messi's skills, but also his resilience and mental strength. So what can we learn from Messi's journey during 2012 to 2014? It's a story of brilliance, adversity, and evolution. It's a story of a player who refused to be defined by setbacks and instead used them as fuel to reach greater heights. Messi's legacy isn't just about his records or his trophies, it's about how he carried himself during his toughest moments, how he inspired millions, and how he elevated the beautiful game. From 2012 to 2014, Messi wasn't just a player, he was a phenomenon. He broke records, delivered unforgettable moments, and carried his teams to new heights. Yes, there were setbacks, injuries, and heartbreaks, but through it all, Messi's brilliance never wavered. This period of Messi dependencia shows the true essence of greatness. It's not just about the trophies or the records, it's about rising to the occasion when the odds are stacked against you. And Messi did that time and time again. Beyond the numbers, it's about the joy Messi brought to the game. The millions of fans who turned in week after week to watch his artistry unfold were treated to moments of pure magic. Whether it was his perfectly weighted passes, gravity-defying dribbles, or his ability to create something out of nothing, Messi made football look effortless. His impact wasn't just statistical, it was emotional, a reminder of why football is called the beautiful game. Lionel Messi, the magician, the maestro, the man many call the GOAT, but what really happened between 2014 and 2017 that cemented his legacy as the greatest of all time. Stick around, because today we're diving into the triumphs, heartbreaks, and jaw-dropping brilliance that define this era. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you love football as much as we do. Let's rewind to 2014. Lionel Messi had already achieved more by his mid-20s than most players could dream of in a lifetime. But for some critics, the lack of a World Cup trophy was a glaring hole in his resume, and 2014 was his chance to silence them. Messi entered the 2014 World Cup in Brazil with the hopes of an entire nation on his shoulders, and he didn't disappoint. In the group stage, he was electric, scoring 4 goals, including that iconic last-minute winner against Iran. Argentina cruised to the knockout rounds, and Messi's creativity was on full display. Argentina reached the final thanks to Messi's brilliance. But on July 13, 2014, their dreams came crashing down. Germany's Mario Götze scored in extra time, and Messi was left staring into the abyss. Even though Argentina fell short, Messi was named the tournament's best player. Some called it consolation, others called it justice. But for Messi, it was heartbreak, and heartbreak would be a recurring theme. Back at Barcelona, a new era was taking shape. Under Luis Enrique, Messi was joined by Neymar and Luis Suarez to form the legendary MSN trio. Together, they wreaked havoc. The 2014-15 season was nothing short of magical. Messi scored 58 goals and assisted 31 times, leading Barcelona to a historic treble. Who could forget his humiliation of Jerome Boateng or that stunning goal against Athletic Bilbao in the Copa del Rey final? FC Barcelona won La Liga with 94 points, finishing 2 points ahead of Real Madrid. Barcelona secured a domestic double by beating Athletic Bilbao 3-1 in the Copa del Rey final. Messi scored twice in that final. With the treble secured, Messi once again proved he wasn't just great, he was redefining greatness. But just a month later, Messi's international struggles resurfaced. Argentina reached the final of the 2015 Copa America, only to lose to Chile in a penalty shootout. Despite being one of the best players in the tournament, the criticism was relentless. Messi's detractors claimed he couldn't deliver for Argentina, but Messi wasn't finished. The following season, Messi continued his individual brilliance. Barcelona won La Liga and the Copa del Rey, with Messi scoring 41 goals and providing 24 assists. He capped off his achievements by winning his 5th Ballon d'Or, solidifying his dominance in world football. But in the Champions League, their journey ended in heartbreak against Atletico Madrid. Even in a season of team disappointment, Messi's genius shone through. He wasn't just a scorer, he was a creator, a leader, and a game changer. In 2016, Argentina reached yet another Copa America final. And once again, they faced Chile. Despite Messi's heroics throughout the tournament, it ended in heartbreak. Messi missed a penalty in the shootout, and Argentina lost. An emotional Messi announced his retirement from international football, but the world wasn't ready to let him go. Fans, teammates, and even the Argentine president begged him to return, and he did. This was a defining moment. It showed Messi's resilience and his unbreakable bond with the game and his country. Despite a turbulent season for Barcelona, Messi delivered masterclass after masterclass. He scored 54 goals and assisted 20, including an unforgettable last-minute winner against Real Madrid in El Clasico. It was a moment of pure Messi magic. Barcelona won the Copa del Rey, and Messi's status as football's ultimate clutch player was undeniable. Additionally, FC Barcelona completed one of the greatest comebacks in Champions League history. Paris Saint-Germain thrashed Barcelona 4-0 in France in the first leg of the Champions League round of 16. However, Barcelona stunned PSG by winning the second leg 6-1 in dramatic fashion, scoring 3 goals in the final 7 minutes. However, Juventus defeated Barcelona 3-0 on aggregate in the Champions League quarterfinals, putting an end to Barcelona's dream of European glory that season. But the summer of 2017 brought a seismic shift. PSG activated Neymar's €222 million release clause, making him the most expensive player in history. Barcelona couldn't refuse the offer, and the iconic MSN trio was no more. Over the course of 3 seasons, Messi, Suarez, and Neymar had shattered goal-scoring records, netting an incredible 363 goals together. Their chemistry, creativity, and clinical finishing set a benchmark for attacking trios in football history. Neymar's departure left a void. Messi now had to shoulder even more responsibility. Luis Enrique also stepped down as Barcelona's manager after the 2016-17 season, marking the end of an era. During his 3 seasons at the helm, Enrique guided Barcelona to 9 trophies, further cementing their dominance. This period marked another reinvention for Messi, proving his adaptability and leadership. Beyond just the numbers, Messi's transformation into a complete player was undeniable. He was no longer just a prolific scorer, he had become the heartbeat of Barcelona. Dropping deeper into midfield, he orchestrated play, created chances, and dictated the tempo of games like a true maestro. Consider the El Clasico on April 23, 2017 at the Santiago Bernabéu. With the game tied at 2-2 and seconds left on the clock, Messi delivered one of the most iconic moments in football history. His late winner and subsequent celebration holding up his shirt to the Madrid crowd was a statement of supremacy. Messi's heroics didn't stop there. His commitment to Argentina after his brief retirement became a story of redemption. He led them through the grueling CONMEBOL qualifiers for the 2018 World Cup, including a breathtaking hat-trick against Ecuador in a do-or-die game. But let's not overlook his influence on his teammates. Messi's ability to elevate those around him during this period is a hallmark of his greatness. Players like Jordi Alba and Ivan Rakitic flourished in roles that seemed tailor-made to complement Messi's brilliance. His chemistry with Suarez also resulted in some of the most exhilarating attacking football ever seen. During these years, Messi wasn't just playing football, he was rewriting the rules of what was possible on the pitch. His free kicks became a near certainty. His vision seemed almost supernatural, and his relentless work ethic silenced any doubts about his commitment. Messi also had a profound impact on the culture of football during this era. His humility and sportsmanship on the pitch inspired millions, showing that greatness isn't just about talent, but also about character. Fans from rival teams couldn't help but admire his brilliance as he consistently delivered moments that transcended club loyalty. Off the pitch, Messi's philanthropic efforts mirrored his excellence on it. Through the Lionel Messi Foundation, he provided educational and healthcare opportunities for underprivileged children around the world. This combination of on-field dominance and off-field generosity further solidified his status as a global icon. Messi's ability to overcome personal and professional challenges during this time is another layer of his greatness. Between balancing the weight of expectations from 2 passionate fan bases, Barcelona and Argentina, and navigating an ever-changing football landscape, Messi proved time and again that his mindset was as extraordinary as his skill set. As records continued to tumble, Messi made sure to remind the world why he was in a league of his own. Whether it was achieving his 500th goal for Barcelona or setting new records in consistency and excellence, he showed an unmatched consistency that became the benchmark for that excellence. Even as the football world shifted toward younger talents, Messi remained the benchmark. Between 2014 and 2017, he not only retained his brilliance, but also evolved his game, adapting to new challenges with ease. His ability to stay at the top while reinventing himself solidified his claim to be the GOAT. Between 2014 and 2017, Messi faced glory, heartbreak, and immense pressure. Yet, he emerged not just as a footballer, but as an icon who redefined the sport. Whether it was his unforgettable goals, his adaptability, or his leadership, this era proved why Messi is regarded as the GOAT. A rivalry for the ages, an empire crumbling, and a tearful goodbye that stunned the world. This is the story of Lionel Messi from 2017 to 2021, a chapter of heartbreak, resilience, and a legacy that proved once and for all why he's the greatest of all time. But before we dive into this roller coaster ride, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments your favorite Messi moment from these years. Let's get started. The year is 2017, Messi is at the peak of his powers, and so is his eternal rival, Cristiano Ronaldo. Together, they have turned El Clasico into the most watched spectacle in football. While Messi was dazzling the world with his dribbles, goals, and assists, Ronaldo was racking up trophies with Real Madrid. The two icons dominated La Liga, and the debate over who was the GOAT reached fever pitch. Remember this? April 23rd, 2017. Messi scores a last-minute winner against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu and holds up his jersey to the crowd. It's one of the most iconic moments in football history and a statement to Ronaldo's fans. Messi wasn't going anywhere. But Ronaldo wasn't backing down. That same season, he led Real Madrid to their third Champions League title in 4 years, while Messi and Barcelona were left wondering what went wrong. The rivalry took an unexpected twist in 2018. Ronaldo left Real Madrid for Juventus, marking the end of their direct battles in La Liga. For Messi, it meant carrying Barcelona on his shoulders as the team began to crumble. The cracks in Barcelona's empire became visible in the summer of 2017 when Neymar left for PSG in a jaw-dropping €222 million transfer. That money should have been a golden opportunity to strengthen the squad. Instead, it became the start of a financial and sporting disaster. Barcelona spent big, really big, but on the wrong players. Let's break it down. First, Felipe Coutinho for £105 million. The Brazilian was supposed to be the heir to Iniesta, but struggled to adapt. Then came Ousmane Dembele for up to €145 million when including add-ons. His potential was undeniable, but injuries kept him off the pitch more often than on it. And finally, Antoine Griezmann for €120 million. A world-class player, yes, but a tactical mismatch for Messi's Barcelona. Individually, these players weren't bad, but together, they didn't replace Neymar's magic, and Barcelona's over-reliance on Messi became painfully obvious. For Messi, it was like fighting a war with a blunt sword. He was still the best player in the world, but even he couldn't stop the humiliating defeats. Roma in 2018, Liverpool in 2019, and the ultimate embarrassment, an 8-2 demolition by Bayern Munich in 2020. Each defeat chipped away at Messi's faith in the club. Meanwhile, Barcelona's finances were spiraling out of control. The massive transfer fees, sky-high wages, and poor management pushed the club closer to bankruptcy. Despite the chaos, Barcelona still managed to have mixed success in La Liga during these years. In the 2017-18 season, they were unstoppable, winning the league under Ernesto Valverde with a dominant performance. Messi, of course, was the centerpiece, scoring 34 goals to win the Pichichi Trophy. The 2018-19 season was more of the same, Barcelona retaining their La Liga crown, with Messi delivering yet another stellar campaign. He scored 36 league goals, earning him another Pichichi Trophy and a 6th European Golden Shoe. However, the cracks were beginning to show. In 2019-20, things began to unravel. Barcelona lost their grip on La Liga, finishing second behind Real Madrid. Internal conflicts, poor management, and inconsistent performances plagued the team. Messi still shone individually, but the team's collective struggles were evident. By 2020-2021, the decline was undeniable. Barcelona finished third in La Liga, their worst performance in over a decade. Despite Messi's heroic efforts, including winning yet another Pichichi Trophy, it was clear that the team was no longer the powerhouse it once was. These years in La Liga highlighted the growing disparity between Messi's brilliance and the team's failings. While he continued to set records and deliver magical moments, the support around him wasn't enough to maintain Barcelona's dominance. Behind the scenes, the tensions between Messi and Barcelona's board were boiling over. At the center of it all was club president Josep Bartomeu. Fans accused him of mismanagement, while Messi grew increasingly frustrated with a lack of direction. And then, in 2020, the unthinkable happened. Messi sent a burofax to Barcelona's management, officially requesting to leave the club. It was a move that shocked the football world. But why did Messi want out? Simple. He didn't trust the board to build a competitive team. He was tired of carrying the weight of a failing club. But there was a catch. Messi's contract included a €700 million release clause, making it basically impossible for him to leave. Reluctantly, he stayed for one more season, but the damage was done. By 2021, Barcelona's financial crisis has reached a breaking point. With over €1 billion in debt, the club couldn't afford to keep Messi, even after he agreed to a 50% pay cut. La Liga's financial regulations sealed the deal. Messi had to go. August 8th, 2021. Messi's farewell press conference was a moment of raw emotion. The man who had given his entire career to Barcelona, who had broken every record and won every trophy, was forced to say goodbye. It wasn't just the end of Messi's time in Barcelona, it was the end of an era. For fans, it felt like losing a piece of football history. Just days later, Messi joined Paris Saint-Germain on a free transfer. Seeing him in a PSG jersey felt surreal. The move marked the start of a new chapter, but it also left fans wondering, what could have been if Barcelona had managed their resources better? Meanwhile, another shocking move unfolded. Luis Suarez, one of Messi's closest allies and a Barcelona legend in his own right, was unceremoniously pushed out of the club in 2020. Suarez joined Atletico Madrid, a team many saw as underdogs for the Liga title. But Suarez had other plans. With grit and determination, he led Atletico Madrid to a stunning league victory in the 2020-2021 season. The triumph was poetic justice for Suarez. Not only did he prove that Barcelona had made a grave mistake in letting him go, but he also showcased his enduring quality as a striker. His 21 goals were critical in Atletico's title charge, helping them secure their first La Liga title since the 2013-14 season. It was a moment of sweet vindication for a player who had been deemed surplus to requirements. From record-breaking performances to heartbreaking goodbyes, the years from 2017 to 2021 were some of the most defining of Messi's career. They showed us not just his brilliance on the pitch, but his resilience off it. Despite everything, Messi's legacy continued to grow. What does it take to become the GOAT, the greatest of all time? For Lionel Messi, the journey wasn't just about his unmatched talent, but about overcoming struggles, silencing critics, and achieving the ultimate dream. Today, we're diving into how Messi cemented his legacy from 2021 to 2023. A story of heartbreak, perseverance, and ultimate glory. If you're a true football fan, hit that like button and let's get started. August 2021, the unthinkable happens. Lionel Messi, after spending nearly 2 decades at Barcelona, is forced to leave due to the club's financial crisis. Fans around the world were in disbelief as the Argentine legend bid an emotional farewell to the only club he had ever known. Paris Saint-Germain became his new home, a team stacked with stars like Neymar and Mbappe. Expectations were sky high, but the transition wasn't smooth. Messi's first season in League One saw him struggle to adapt. His goal tally, 6 goals in the league, was far below his usual standards, and the critics were quick to pounce. Despite the rocky start, Messi's class was undeniable. He provided 15 assists during the 2021-22 season, adapting to a playmaker role. PSG clinched the League One title, and Messi's understanding with Neymar and Mbappe began to take shape. The trio's interplay often showcased flashes of brilliance, though their chemistry took time to fully gel. The following season saw Messi return to his best. In the 2022-23 campaign, he scored 16 goals and provided 16 assists in League One, becoming an integral part of PSG's attacking engine. With his vision and precision, Messi formed a deadly partnership with Mbappe, whose blistering pace perfectly complemented Messi's playmaking genius. Neymar, too, thrived alongside them, creating one of the most feared attacking trios in world football. Messi's adaptability shone through during these years. No longer the solo talisman of Barcelona, he embraced a more collaborative role at PSG. His ability to orchestrate attacks while still delivering decisive goals highlighted his unmatched versatility. Mbappe praised Messi's mentorship, noting how the Argentine helped him improve his positioning and decision-making on the field. PSG's dominance in domestic competitions continued, securing another Ligue 1 title and the Trophée des Champions in 2022. However, the elusive Champions League remained out of reach, as PSG faltered in the knockout stages. Even so, Messi's individual brilliance shone through, and his focus shifted to an even bigger stage, the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Before we get to Qatar, let's rewind to 2021. Messi finally achieved his first major international trophy, the Copa America. It was a monumental moment, one that many believe lifted a wave off his shoulders, but Messi wasn't done. The 2021 Copa America marked a turning point in Messi's career. Played in the challenging context of the COVID-19 pandemic, the tournament became a symbol of resilience for Argentina. Messi captained the squad with unmatched determination, scoring 4 goals and providing 5 assists in the tournament. He was instrumental in crucial moments, including a breathtaking free kick against Chile and a commanding performance against Ecuador in the quarterfinals. Argentina's semi-final clash with Colombia was a dramatic affair, decided by penalties. Messi's leadership shone as he not only converted his penalty, but also inspired goalkeeper Emi Martinez to deliver heroic saves. The final against Brazil, held at the iconic Maracanã Stadium, was a historic showdown. While Angel Di Maria's goal secured the 1-0 victory, it was Messi's influence throughout the tournament that defined Argentina's success. After the final whistle, the sight of Messi hosting the Copa America trophy brought tears to the eyes of fans worldwide. The victory silenced critics who questioned his international achievements and cemented his place as a leader who could inspire his country to greatness. For Messi, it was more than a trophy. It was a moment of vindication. Heading into the 2022 World Cup, Argentina was in incredible form. Messi, now a season's leader, was laser-focused. This was his last chance to lift the trophy that had eluded him his entire career. The World Cup began with a shock, a stunning 2-1 loss to Saudi Arabia in the group stage. The critics returned, doubting Argentina's ability to go all the way. But champions aren't made in easy moments. Messi stepped up. With crucial goals against Mexico and Poland, Messi led Argentina through the group stage and into the knockouts. Each match seemed to add another chapter to his legend. In the quarterfinals against the Netherlands, Messi's brilliance was on full display. He scored a vital penalty and delivered an assist so precise it could have been painted. Argentina survived a nerve-wracking penalty shootout, with Messi once again proving his mettle. Then came Croatia. Messi delivered one of the most iconic moments of the tournament, a jaw-dropping assist to Julian Alvarez that left defenders in the dust. Argentina was heading to the final. And what a final it was! Argentina versus France, Messi versus Mbappe. In an all-time classic, Messi opened the scoring with a coolly converted penalty before adding another in extra time. The match was a roller coaster of emotions, with Mbappe scoring a hat-trick to keep France in the game. It all came down to penalties. The final showcased Messi's unrelenting drive and composure. In the 108th minute, he scored what seemed to be the decisive goal, only for Mbappe to equalize 10 minutes later. But when the pressure mounted during the penalty shootout, Messi's calmness set the stage for Argentina's triumph. Emi Martinez's save against Kingsley Coman became the turning point, and Gonzalo Montiel sealed the victory. Messi's performances throughout the tournament earned him the Golden Ball, awarded to the best player of the World Cup. With 7 goals and 3 assists, he was directly involved in 10 of Argentina's 15 goals. His leadership, vision, and determination inspired his teammates to reach new heights. The numbers are staggering. Over 800 career goals, more assists than most players have goals, 7 Ballon d'Ors, club titles, international trophies, and now, the World Cup. But Messi's greatness isn't just in the stats. It's in the way he plays, the elegance, the creativity, the magic. From the streets of Rosario to the grandest stages in football, Messi's journey is unparalleled. He has inspired millions, united nations, and given us moments that will live forever. The 2022 World Cup wasn't just a triumph for Argentina, it was the crowning achievement of football's greatest artist. In reflecting on Messi's time at PSG, we must also recognize how his leadership extended beyond the pitch. Off the field, his presence elevated the club's global brand and influenced younger players. He became an ambassador of the game, bridging generations and bringing fans from every corner of the world closer to the sport they love. One particularly memorable performance came during PSG's league match against Lille in the 2022-23 season. Messi delivered a masterclass, scoring a sublime free kick in the dying moments to secure a dramatic 4-3 victory. It was a reminder that even in his mid-30s, he remained capable of producing magic. Messi's legacy also reflects his unassuming nature off the pitch. His humility and professionalism have made him a role model for aspiring players worldwide. While many superstars embrace the limelight, Messi has always allowed his football to do the talking, earning respect not just for his skill, but for his demeanor. As we consider Messi's legacy, it's clear that his influence goes beyond goals, assists, and trophies. He embodies the spirit of football, passion, artistry, and resilience. Whether lifting his teammates with a timely pass or dazzling the world with his footwork, Messi's presence is a gift to the game. From conquering Europe to lifting the World Cup, Lionel Messi's journey is already the stuff of legend. But what if we told you his story didn't end there? In this episode, we dive into the next thrilling chapter of Messi's legacy: his move to Major League Soccer, his triumph with Argentina in the 2024 Copa America, and how he's lighting up the world stage like never before. Stick around, because this is Messi's GOAT moment and the grand finale of our How Messi Became the GOAT series. Let's rewind to the summer of 2023. Lionel Messi had just finished a stint with Paris Saint-Germain. Rumors swirled about his next move: a return to Barcelona, a mega deal in Saudi Arabia. Nope. Messi shocked the world by signing with Inter Miami in Major League Soccer. The decision wasn't just about money. Sure, the deal was sweet, including partnerships with Apple and Adidas. But for Messi, it was about something more. He wanted a lifestyle change, a chance to bring his family to Miami, and an opportunity to grow soccer in the U.S. He said it himself: "I'm here to help MLS become one of the best leagues in the world." The Messi effect was instant. Ticket prices skyrocketed, Inter Miami's social media following exploded, and the world suddenly cared about the MLS. League-wide viewership saw a massive surge, with games involving Inter Miami setting record ratings on both national and international platforms. Inter Miami's attendance also experienced a dramatic transformation. Before Messi's arrival, average attendance at Drive Pink Stadium hovered around 12,000 fans. Post-Messi, every game became a sellout, with over 18,000 fans packing the stadium and secondary market ticket prices reaching unprecedented heights. The team's away games also saw increased attendance as fans across the country flocked for a chance to witness Messi in action. But it wasn't just hype. Messi was here to deliver. Messi's debut for Inter Miami came in the Leagues Cup, and what a debut it was. Picture this: it's the 94th minute, and Messi steps up to take a free kick. The crowd holds its breath, and Messi delivers a masterpiece. Goal. Miami wins. Pure magic. Over the next few months, Messi didn't just play in the MLS, he dominated. Inter Miami went from a bottom-tier team to winning their first ever trophy in the Leagues Cup. His goals, his assists, his vision, it was like he was playing chess while everyone else was playing checkers. Off the field, Messi was just as impactful. He brought global attention to MLS, with TV ratings and merchandise sales hitting record highs. Kids across America weren't just watching Messi, they were mimicking him on the playground. The Messi effect was real, and it was massive. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Critics argued that MLS's level of competition was too low for someone of Messi's caliber. Messi didn't respond with words, he let his performances do the talking. His work ethic, his leadership, and his ability to elevate his teammates silenced even the harshest doubters. His stats were astonishing. In his first season, Messi scored over 20 goals and provided nearly as many assists across all competitions. He had a hand in almost every critical play, showing his ability to adapt to a new league while maintaining his signature brilliance. Fans packed stadiums not only in Miami but across the league, creating an atmosphere never before seen in MLS history. Inter Miami's transformation was nothing short of miraculous. Messi wasn't just scoring and assisting, he was teaching. Young players like Benjamin Gramashki credited him with elevating their game, describing him as a mentor who brought a winning mentality to the locker room. His impact was felt in every corner of the franchise, from ticket sales to tactical discussions. By the end of the first season, Inter Miami had made the playoffs, a feat that seemed impossible before Messi's arrival. The team's remarkable run was capped by a dramatic playoff series where Messi scored a hat trick to lead Miami into the conference finals. Though they didn't win the championship, Messi's first MLS season was widely regarded as a triumph, setting a new standard for what one player could achieve in the league. While Messi was dazzling in the MLS, his eyes were set on another prize, the 2024 Copa America. After leading Argentina to World Cup glory in 2022, Messi was on a mission to bring home another title for his country. The tournament was held in the U.S., giving Messi a chance to shine on American soil. Argentina breezed through the group stages, but the knockout rounds were anything but easy. Messi stepped up when it mattered most, scoring crucial goals and delivering jaw-dropping assists. In the quarterfinals, Messi delivered a stunning free kick in extra time to secure Argentina's spot in the semis. The semifinal chance against Colombia was another masterpiece. Messi set up 2 goals with inch-perfect passes and scored one himself in a breathtaking counterattack. His performance drew comparisons to his very best years. The final was a nail-biter against Brazil. In the first half, Messi threaded a through ball that split the Brazilian defense, but leading to Argentina's opening goal. When Brazil equalized, it was Messi who rose to the occasion again. His dribbling run in the second half drew defenders, creating space for a teammate to score the eventual winner. In the dying minutes, he orchestrated another play to ensure Argentina held possession and ran out the clock. When the final whistle blew, Argentina were champions once again. Messi lifted the Copa America trophy, adding yet another chapter to his legendary career. This victory wasn't just about the trophy, it was about legacy. Messi had done it again, proving he could perform at the highest level, no matter the stage. So what's next for Lionel Messi? At 37, he's showing no signs of slowing down. In MLS, he's more than just a player. He's a mentor, a leader, and perhaps even a future coach or owner. And then there's the 2026 World Cup. Held in North America, it's a stage perfectly set for one last dance. Imagine Messi leading Argentina to another World Cup victory. The thought alone sends shivers down your spine. But even if Messi never kicks another ball, his legacy is secure. He's not just a player, he's a phenomenon. From Barcelona to Paris, Miami to Buenos Aires, Messi has transcended football. He's inspired a generation, broken records, and given us moments we'll never forget. Perhaps most remarkably, Messi managed to live up to the comparisons to Diego Maradona, a feat many thought impossible. The pressure of being likened to one of Argentina's greatest icons was immense, yet Messi carved his own path, achieving a legacy that matched and in some cases surpassed Maradona's. Through his unparalleled consistency, his success at the club and international levels, and his ability to adapt and thrive in every challenge, Messi proved he could shoulder the weight of history while creating his own unforgettable narrative. Lionel Messi's story is far from over. Whether it's lifting trophies, mentoring young players, or simply mesmerizing us with his magic, Messi continues to redefine what it means to be the GOAT. What do you think? Can Messi add another World Cup to his legacy? Or will he surprise us with even greater success in the MLS? Before you go, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing stories about the world's greatest athletes. This marks the final episode in our How Messi Became the GOAT series, and we want to thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. Your support means everything to us. We hope you've enjoyed celebrating Messi's legacy as much as we have. As always, thanks for watching.